Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new here, my name's Chantel, and today we have a really exciting video. I am going to be reviewing the new Morphe concealer. I also have the finishing powder as well, and in the concealer I am the shade C325. I don't know if you guys can see that. In the foundation I am the shade Filter 10. So I'm very excited to try out these products. I literally love like powdered foundation. That's like my go-to if I'm going for more of a natural look. And I really do love using concealer on a day-to-day basis just to give me like, you know, that brightness effect to make me look more awake. Let's check how much shades they have. So 15 shades in the finishing powder, 60 shades in the foundation, and 31 shades in the concealer. Okay, I'm just gonna get right into the video. I've already prepped my face with my Chanel Gel Cream Moisturizer. I also used the Makeup Forever Base Mattifying Primer, and then I also applied my NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop Foundation in the shade Cappuccino. I like to apply my concealer with my fingers just because I find that you get the best kind of coverage, and I find that when I use like either brushes or sponges, it does tend to absorb the product. But for this video today, I will be using one side using my finger and the other side using a concealer brush that I picked up from the Morphe store. Here we go. So they just opened up a Morphe store where I live, so that's really exciting. And I actually picked up a bunch of brushes, which I cannot wait to use. So one of the brushes that I picked up is the Morphe Flat Concealer Brush, the M410. So hopefully you guys can see me okay. Maybe I'll just zoom the camera in a little bit so that you can see how it applies and everything like that. My experience going into the Morphe store was quite interesting. Right when I walked into, they had the concealer and foundations all lined up, which was really nice. And they had like the shades from lightest to darkest, so that it would be easier for you to kind of see like exactly where you fall. So that was really nice. As I said, this is the packaging that it comes in. It's literally just like a cute little box here, and it has the shade names. Nothing really special. And then out of the box, this is the concealer here. It looks a lot lighter in the tube. Once I opened it, like it looks a lot different actually on the wand. You can see that it's more of a yellow kind of undertone, but if you look at the bottle, like look at that, like they literally look like two different shades, which is really interesting. Like I'm not sure how, but yeah. You know what? It kind of smells like paint a little bit. A very strong scent of paint actually. Okay, so we are completely zoomed in here. This is very uncomfortable. Now, I'm not one to really use a lot of concealer. I like to kind of just use a little bit and see how it goes, because for something like the Tarte Shape Tape or the Too Faced Born This Way concealer, like a little bit goes a long way. Okay, right away, I can tell that this is drying so fast. Oh my gosh. What the heck? Wow. Okay. Right away, as I said, I can see that it does dry down very fast, so I wouldn't recommend like putting the concealer on and like letting it sit for too long, because it looks like it's drying really fast, right? It feels like very dry, like to the touch. Like, you know how sometimes when you apply concealer it can be a little bit sticky until you set it with a powder? With this one I feel like it kind of just dried down completely, and it feels like I'm not really wearing anything under my eyes. Like, it definitely did take away some of like the darkness I have under my eyes. I'm just gonna go ahead and apply it on the other side using the Morphe concealer brush. The smell is very strong of paint, I will say that. The applicator is quite nice. It's a nice flat applicator. So it really makes it easy to just go in and sweep under your eyes. I feel like I need to be quick. I feel like I can't even talk that much because this is gonna literally dry up on me and I'm gonna be in big trouble. I don't usually use a brush, but we're gonna give it a go. Oh my God. Now I'm getting nervous. Oh my gosh. Are you guys seeing this? Like with the brush, it's like, oh my goodness. I feel like with a brush like this, it's drying way too fast for me to be able to work with it properly, you know? This is definitely one of the most fastest drying concealers I've ever used, like in my whole life. Like if you don't move quick, I feel like you're gonna be in trouble, you know? Like it's... Okay, I feel like I need to stop using this brush because, like, look at this. Do you see that in there? Like, I feel like it's not really giving me the proper, like, blending that I need. And I feel like by the time I'm done blending out with this brush, the product is going to be so dry. So honestly, I'm just going to go in with my finger and finish this up because, yeah, I wouldn't recommend using a brush with this product. Usually I like a concealer that has a little bit more of a creamy consistency just because I find it easier to blend out and work with. I'm gonna go ahead and apply the concealer to my chin and my forehead. So I really do like this shade. I think it's the perfect shade for me. I feel like it was definitely a good match. And it was so funny when I got into the Morphe store, one of the employees was like kind of pushy. So she was all like, hey, like, do you need help getting matched? And I was like, no, I'm okay, like, thank you. And then after she's like, well, are you sure? And I'm like, yeah, like, no, it's okay. She's like, because once you buy it, you can't return it. I was like, I think I'm okay, thank you. And she's like, okay, well, are you sure? Because you won't be able to return it if it doesn't match you. And I'm like, I'm fine. So that was a really weird experience that I had there. But I'm sure she was just trying to be like helpful, but it came off as being really pushy, like. Okay, so since I was there talking to you guys, telling you the story, look at how much that dried on my forehead. And like, oh my God. Do you guys see that? No. Do you guys see this? Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Powder here. So it's just a nice little cute compact case. Feels good. Feels like a standard kind of powdered foundation case. And it's really nice because you do get a mirror inside of here. So that's very nice. There you go. You can see the camera there. And it comes with like a little, get a little bit on. And there is a little bit of fallout with me just doing that, you can see there. Yeah. So this is what I usually do when I have a concealer. I set it. Okay. We're gonna go in with the other side now. I love the shade match. Like, I feel like this is a great shade match for me. What I'm noticing is that it kind of has like this blurring effect. Like, it left my skin looking really blurred, as in like hiding all of my pores and everything like that. I would say there's a lot of coverage in this because I'm noticing right away that it's adding extra coverage to my face. So that's really nice, and I really like the shade that I chose. I feel like this is like a perfect match. It definitely does add like a filter type effect to my face. I feel like it really did leave it looking very smooth. The concealer is not bad. Only bad thing I can say is that it dries fast. The finishing powder is beautiful. I really like it, and I feel like I'm gonna go back to Morphe and buy like even a lighter shade so that I can use for like under eye brightening when I'm kind of going for that look. I think it would really work well. I feel like it looks extremely smooth, and I am really liking it. Like, I would definitely just wear this like on the days where like I'm in a rush or I have like somewhere to be really fast. Honestly, I was expecting this not to be as good because of the reviews, but the concealer is really nice and the finishing powder is beautiful as well. Overall, I really enjoyed using these products. Like, I will definitely give the concealer another try, and definitely going to be using that powder again because I tend to like to collect those powder foundations because I just like to mix it up and have a variety of items. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you haven't subscribed already, please don't forget to do so. You can just do that by clicking that red button down below. Please be sure to give it a like. I will see you guys in my next video.